It is time for fans and artists to stop paying the price for Live Nation's monopoly. Earlier today, the Department of Justice, joined by 29 states and the District of Columbia, sued Live Nation Entertainment and its wholly owned subsidiary, Ticketmaster, for violating the Sherman Antitrust Act. It controls at least 80% of primary ticketing at major concert venues. It directly manages more than 400 artists and controls more than 60% of concert promotions across the country. And it owns or controls more than 60% of large amphitheaters in the United States. The result is that fans pay more in fees, artists have fewer opportunities to play concerts, smaller promoters get squeezed out, and venues have fewer real choices for ticketing services. We have filed this lawsuit on behalf of the American people.
What it is, ho, what's up?
I remember learning in the 7th grade that a monopoly was illegal. One company cannot have majority control to eliminate competition. But yet a lot of these companies are run under the disguise of a monopoly through loopholes. Well, finally, thanks to Taylor Swift, we're getting a pushback from the games the Ticketmaster and Live Nation have been running. The Justice Department and 30 states have come together to put an end to Live Nation's BS. Thank God for the year of Aquarius. Now we all know that Taylor Swift Eras Tour was huge. When Taylor sent out a verification link for pre-sale, Ticketmaster started crashing because of the high traffic and demands, but also the crazy amount of bots that were overriding their system and snatching all the tickets for resale.
Ticket resales for the Taylor Swift concert in Vancouver are going for $17,000, and fans are lashing out at Ticketmaster. As if missing out on a code wasn't enough, tickets are being resold for thousands of dollars. Angry fans are taking to social media accusing the company of not doing enough to prevent resellers from snatching up tickets. Even before
tour tickets cost $22,000. Millions of Taylor Swift fans tried to buy tickets to her first tour in 5 years, only to be met with server crashes, 8-hour queues, and sold-out venues, whilst ticket scalpers were reselling bulk bought tickets for thousands. For years, getting Taylor Swift tickets has been something like the Hunger Games. Taylor herself is well aware of the demand. This week's pre-sale was meant to be for what Ticketmaster calls verified fans. Despite allocating pre-sale codes to millions of Swifties, somehow scalpers were still selling tickets for $22,000, what Ticketmaster is calling unprecedented demand. Ticketmaster's poor attempts to dissuade resellers have been consistently lackluster. The chaos of this particular pre-sale has caused American lawmakers to launch an investigation to find out whether ticket buyers are being protected by Ticketmaster at all. Taylor's power to enact change in the music industry is very well documented. Armed with a battalion of ticketless Swifties, it could only take one Taylor's letter to Ticketmaster to wage war on resellers once and for all. So far, she's yet.
But they messed with the wrong one. Attorney General William Tong tried to buy tickets for his kids and noticed not only was it a hassle, but he noticed that there was a bunch of outrageous ass fees.
Service fees, convenience fees, payment processing fees, facility fees, handling fees, shipping fees, ticketing fees. Just pay us because we told you fees. That is the price we pay for their control. So from the venue, right, to the promotion, to the ticketing, to the sales to customers, they control everything. What ends up happening for all of us is we have no choice. We have no effective consumer choice.
This is what made him look into Ticketmaster just a little bit more to see what was going on. The constant high fees mixed with being a dominant ticketing company while weaseling out any competition means that Ticketmaster can do whatever they want. Prosecutors are basically saying that Live Nation's endgame was to monopolize the ticketing and live events industry by cutting exclusive deals with the country's largest venues, ensuring that all their future events were ticketed through them. This took off in 2010 when Live Nation and Ticketmaster merged together. But what was in the works a few years before Live Nation and Ticketmaster became one? Back in 2008, Jay-Z signed a 10-year, $150 million deal with Live Nation. Through Ticketmaster, Live Nation then took control of roughly 80% of Ticketmaster, which overwhelmingly dominates the ticketing industry. This means they control the majority of the venues and concert promotions. This also means it has control over artists, considering Jay-Z and Live Nation also co-own Roc Nation, Jay-Z hitting his billionaire status years later. Live Nation has not only been messing with customers' money, but also the artists. John Bellion, a singer-songwriter, expressed his problems with his contract with Live Nation and their control over the way the money is handled.
In my career, we sold out 10,000 people at Jones Beach. I mean, it was like the height of everything for me, and it was right around the time I figured out how my Live Nation contract worked. And it was right around the time I figured out how my record deal actually worked.
And how did that make you feel?
It was like panic attacks. It was like, oh my gosh, if A plus B equals C, I'm never gonna pay this back. I'm gonna be on the road 11 months a year just trying to pay back. Live Nation, they're getting everybody coming 12 ways, 12 times a Tuesday.
Are you with Live Nation?
No, I paid myself out of the deal, and I had to pay 25% extra on what they advanced me. When you figure that out on the road and you're thinking, man, why did we buy 300 rolls of toilet paper? Why do we have to spend this much on catering every day? Wait a second, what? In my contract it says,
Because it's not their money, it's
you gotta
yours.
spend this much on catering and it comes out of my pocket? Yeah. But then I have to pay an advance back? And by the way, the advance that you have to give me is only on hard ticket sales. So the concept's called peanuts, parking, and alcohol. When I sell out 10,000 people at Jones Beach, the person who buys a $20 hot dog, I don't see a dime of that. The person who buys $40 for parking, I don't see a dime of that. And the person who buys $20 vodka and Red Bull, I don't see a dime of that. And then you advance me $1 million and tell me I'm rich to then find out that you're making $4 million a night. It takes me 36 shows to pay back the $1 million you advance me.
It's a loan.
It's a fake loan.
It's a fake loan that it's like, we're going to give you a loan so you can make our money off of your creation.
And then it hit me, oh my gosh, they own all the venues. It's a monopoly. So then now they just want my body in this room so they can sell food and alcohol. So then they're going to make tons of money. And then they got me like schlepping around the United States talking about, I want to be famous. So when you figure that out, Joe Schmo pays $20 for a hot dog and I don't see that. And if I'm only making my advance back on hard ticket sales, that means I have to sell out every single venue in order to not go in the red, because I'm only paying my advance back on hard ticket sales. And by the way, they reserve the right in the contract to put the tickets on sale. So when it's $100 a ticket and they do their summer blowout sale, the tickets are only $10. So instead of me paying back $90 a ticket, right before I go on tour, they drop a John Bellion sale and the tickets are only $10.
Because Live Nation owns the majority of the venues, a lot of artists have no choice but to sign a contract to work with Live Nation in a trap payday loan. Breaking up Ticketmaster and Live Nation tackles their crook money-hungry tactics that make absolutely no sense. Ticketmaster has a fixed percentage of the ticket price. There is no difference in processing a $5 ticket and a $500 one, yet the fees are all different. The fees are just here so you could give up your money without offering any other incentive as to why it costs more money. And when you resell them, there's a fee attached also. Then there's another delivery fee, the processing fee, just a fee for everything that surges the already expensive price. The fact that Live Nation controls the venues means they can easily stifle competition out of mere pettiness. In 2021, Live Nation ran into troubles with TEG, a competing artist management company that opted to use StubHub for its artist ticketing at the LA Coliseum, which was supposed to have an exclusive deal with Ticketmaster. Live Nation went ballistic and threatened to deny entry at the venue to any fan who got their ticket through StubHub. Live Nation could do that because it controlled the management at the venue through its deal. Eventually, StubHub had to cave in and merely tried to work with Ticketmaster to allow fans who already bought tickets to enter. With this new lawsuit, hopefully we could finally put an end to corrupt money-hungry mergers and company antics. Shout out to the year of Aquarius. Well, that concludes today's video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Toodles!